Ukraine moves to impose state of emergency as US allies pressure Russia with sanctions. From Kyiv to Moscow and Washington to Berlin, there was little sign Wednesday that the world was facing anything other than the prospect of Russia launching a new conflict with Ukraine. The Ukrainian government, which until now had been cooler on the likelihood of war, prepared to declare a state of emergency, urged all of its citizens to leave Russia immediately and started calling up military reservists. The United States, Europe and other allies appeared to have lost hope in diplomatic efforts, cancelling meetings with Russian officials and instead imposing the first salvo of sanctions on Moscow. And rather than show any sign of intending to pull back the 150,000 troops that surround Ukraine, Russian President Vladimir Putin indicated that large swaths of the country should be rightfully controlled by Russian-backed separatists. He ordered his troops into 2 breakaway regions of eastern Ukraine and got permission from lawmakers to use his forces abroad. On Wednesday, Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council asked the country's parliament to impose a nationwide state of emergency for 30 days. The government also urged all Ukrainian citizens to leave Russia immediately and has started conscripting reservists aged 18 to 60. Recent estimates have put the number of Ukrainians living in Russia at 1.9 million to 3 million. We are aware of the risks that exist from the Russian Federation. We clearly understand that our army is ready to fight back, Ukraine's top security official, Alexei Danilov, told reporters after asking lawmakers to approve the state of emergency. Ukraine's parliament also gave initial approval to a draft law that would allow citizens to carry firearms in self-defense. The law is yet to be finalized and approved. The moves follow an escalation in the ongoing conflict in the country's east and a highly provocative set of actions from Moscow. Putin said Tuesday that Russia's recognition of 2 regions in eastern Ukraine controlled by Russian-backed separatists stretched to large swaths of territory held by the Ukrainian military. The move further raised concerns that a broader armed conflict could break out as Russian troops move in and came after Putin gained parliamentary approval to use his armed forces abroad. Our country is always open for direct and honest dialogue, for the search for diplomatic solutions to the most complex problems, Putin said Wednesday in a video statement released to coincide with the annual Defender of the Fatherland Day. But I repeat, the interests of Russia, the security of our citizens are unconditional for us. Meanwhile, Russia began evacuating diplomatic staff from its embassy in Kyiv, state media reported. An Associated Press photographer in the city saw that the Russian flag was no longer flying over the building. A day earlier, President Joe Biden said that Putin's order of troops into eastern Ukraine, the area controlled by Russian-backed separatists, amounted to the beginning of a Russian invasion. Secretary of State Antony Blinken cancelled a meeting with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, a further sign of the waning window for diplomacy. US allies, including the European Union, Canada, Germany, Britain, Australia and Japan, have all announced they have imposed or will impose sanctions against Russia. Chief among their targets were Russian banks, though oligarchs, lawmakers and a key natural gas pipeline were also hit. Although political opposition figures in Washington, London and elsewhere said the measures did not hit hard enough, Biden and his allies have made it clear that more measures will be imposed should Russian forces cross into Ukrainian-controlled territory. Hit more. Hit hard. Hit now, was the message of Dmytro Kuleba, Ukraine's foreign affairs minister, on Twitter. Thanks for watching, and please make sure to like and subscribe and do not forget to hit the notification bell so you keep receiving the latest news from United States News Channel. Bye bye.